Watch the run, watch the run.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. The 40, the 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, 76 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Bailey got the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
13. I got this.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. This is Mostert. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Throwing on first down, but this...
Takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Hey, alert! Joker. Check.
Mostert, and an alley to run. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 18 yards, first down Niners. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Jim.
Now Mostert. Always got some breathing room. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is going to get out of bounds through the end end zone, and that will go as a turnover as the defense will get it at the 20-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Nick Bosa. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Another try after the first down sack. Cousins, flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield. It gets intercepted.
Here's Mostert, and an alley to run. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
80 weapons. 11, 11, 11, 11. 52, 36, 36.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Vikings 7, 49ers 0.
Here we go. 180. Bandit. Here we go. Get hot. Get hot.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 6-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And the Niners get there and bring him down. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former #7 overall pick. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have to put a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Get him, boys. Get. That's how we do, G.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report.
Leave it. Bring up 48. Hey, 10. Pilot, 64. Weak. Hey, seam 6.
And that'll set him back 5. Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal. Cook following the penalty. And is able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Check wide. Listen to me.
3rd and goal for Cousins. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that makes the score 14-7.
49ers 7.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10.
Omaha.
Now they try the right side here. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, 77 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. He's been having a
best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
To throw again on second down. Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Hey, we're good.
A first down throw for Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings. Cousins on first down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Good route here.
Third and long for Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on fourth down. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Cousins, fourth down conversion play, and Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now on the afternoon as his guys are able to regain the lead. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen, but when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They showed great poise, understanding of situation, making sure they got to the end zone in order to complete that pass and take a nice momentum into the locker room.
Bailey got the extra point. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. A gutsy call there. Yates at the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
X3, 218, chopper. 21.
They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, 49 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum,
skirt
filet
steak,
at maximum.
You can't give the guy a skirt steak his first 3 times. There you go.
10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. The 20. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out at me for some reason.
It's deep in there. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 35. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised. But that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Hey, alert, alert.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
2nd and 5 now. Garoppolo. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Here we go, here we go. 180.
First down.
Check the backer, check the backer. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Recon, 132 fighter. Slam.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 40. Touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.